Most gaming videos stand to get millions of views. They just need to fix one small problem. Here's an example.
He bit a little girl's ear off in 4th grade.
And then I shit it out and gave it back to her because I felt bad and it was a moral obligation.
If you're going to pursue this idea of like perverted and cringe and like dark humor, there is people that do this type of humor that are successful and people respect them and it's funny. But the thing that you need to take into consideration is like not going to the fullest extent to say some of these things. Like you can hold back and it's actually becoming more funny because it causes the person to think about it rather than you just straight out say it.
I got little bills and then a bigger wiener. If I went to the store, I kill her wiener. I'm drinking Kool-Aid. Then I spanked her.
I walked up to my mom and dad having sex. And then they said, go away.
Hi, Homelander. Hi.
My gosh,
I
bro.
beat women.
That... Brother, this is fucking wild, buddy. Humor is so fucking cringe that it's like, part of me doesn't even want to finish the video.
I'm gonna take $1 and I'm gonna go to the brokest country and I'm gonna put the dollar in the middle of the land of their country and just make all them fight for it so they...
White girls are
Y'all's humor is so fucking disrespectful, dude. The subtitles are fine. Most of the editing is fine, but the jokes, that's what I would really work on, the jokes. And perhaps like stating what the goal of the video is. And so for this video, I would give it like a 4 out of 10. This video is from our Discord with 600 plus members. They've been implementing tips just like this and getting huge results. If you want the same, keep watching because I'm gonna roast 5 more videos and the best one wins a free coaching call worth $200. Let's check out the next one.
This is my teammate's pet dog, and I'm about to kidnap it and replace it with a fake one. There's no way he notices this. Yeah, no, he's definitely gonna believe this. But first, let me explain why I'm doing this. Ever since...
That was like decent, but it was like not compelling at all. Did he deliver on the title and thumbnail? He sure did. But was it compelling enough for me to want to stick around for the rest of the video? Absolutely not. Like he basically completed the entire premise of the video, like within the first 10 seconds, right? And so there's really no reason for me to continue watching from this point on.
Gang, did you do this just because you wanted luck?
What?
Not a big fan of full screening memes like this. My general advice for memes and sound effects is like, don't use them. That is my preference. Perhaps if you have a deep understanding of memes and you have a deep understanding of sound effects, they can add value to some degree. But my general input is that focus on what matters, which is the cuts, the music, and the content selection. If you can focus on those 3 things, then that will dramatically improve your video far more than a meme, a sound effect, or even a subtitle will. So
I'm making a funnel for you to use so you can shoot it easier. Why would you break? Okay, yeah, you have a,
It was full.
you have a really good shot over here.
Do I?
I feel as though I don't clearly understand the goals, and then the microphones, like the voiceover is like really difficult for me to hear, so naturally I just become disengaged. With that said, I give this video like a 5 out of 10. What is the worst SMG in Fortnite history? Chapter 5 Season 4.
Fortnite has had many SMGs throughout its history. Some of them have been insanely overpowered and others have been perfectly balanced. But which SMGs have been the worst in the history of the game? Today we're going to rank each of them and find out which one of them should never come back to the game and which is the OP meta.
That was a effective hook. That was good. I have no notes for this one.
Moving on to the Harbinger SMG from Chapter 5 Season 2. This was actually a solid SMG. It had a magazine of 30, damage of...
A bit of the storytelling that has gone a bit of miss here is like, as soon as he introduces the new weapon, he gives us his take on it. He's like, oh, this one was good, or like, this one wasn't good. You want to stay away from that because what we're trying to do is evoke a desire to find out more. So we present the positives, we present the negatives, and then we state the opinion. When you give it away at the beginning, this is the opposite of storytelling. You're just telling them things. You're already satisfying like their curiosity. For tier listing, that's how you can apply it, is pros, cons, give your opinion at the end, rank it, and then continue with the next gun.
If you made it this far into the video, you clearly enjoyed it and should drop a sub and check out this video right here because I bet you don't know who the...
It's a little bold. I like the outro though, it's good. So I'd say this video is solid. I'd give it like a 7.5 out of 10. If you're ready to grow your gaming channel, listen up. We offer growth calls for gaming creators that want to get 2 to 5 times more views in the next 90 days. Just scroll down to the description, click the link, and book a call. Let's check out the next video.
A lost Sega Mega Drive game has just been made available. It's called Out of the Vortex, and it had absolutely zero coverage at the time. Yet, it just came up and it's fully playable. Kind of. At the end of the video, I'll teach you how to avoid the bugs, so you can play it yourself. Out of the Vortex, that's the game.
It's a bit of a rough intro because he kind of stated the same thing like 3 times. And then he said, at the end of the video, I'll teach you something. What are you going to do like during the video? You know, like that's what we're really interested in. The way that you could do that is you can establish expectations and set a goal and tell us like the first thing that you have to work on for the video. And so hook them better, set better expectations, dive straight into it. You should do this within 15 seconds. None of the information was actually necessary to get me to watch to the next part. And so I think that's the biggest issue with this. And that's why I would really cut this video down. The video that stands out the most on his channel are these 2 videos. I would say these 3 videos. This one was like 9 minutes. This one was 6 minutes. And this one was 5 minutes. And so, you know, success leaves clues. And I think this audience is tending to watch stuff that's a bit shorter because they just want the information. And so something that I always notice when I watch Goaty's videos is he's uploading these really long videos. I would highly recommend keeping these things short and sweet, like with this previous video. I give this like a 4 out of 10 as well. I paid a professional tweaker to tweak my PC for Fortnite.
In this video, I pay a professional tweaker to tweak my PC. Let's see if it actually works in the end of the video. First things first, I actually need to get into a Discord call with the tweaker. How long have you been doing tweaks and optimizations?
He's asking the real questions here, dude. He's like, how long have you been doing this? How much money have you made? I think it's quite interesting because he kept the hook short, then he jumped straight into speaking to the guy on Discord, which is interesting nonetheless. I would also say that people are probably skeptical of the professional tweakers. So it is interesting that he's asking these questions. He almost sounds like he's interviewing the dude.
Pretty like there's no texture.
That sound effect was a little abrasive. Stay away from sound effects. They just overcomplicate things a little bit too much, I would say.
No matter how hard I try, I can never seem to get a win in any of these videos. One more thing I'd like to mention is these people on screen asked for a shout out in my last video. All you have to do to get a shout out is comment that you want to
I wouldn't end the video with a death or talking about how you always lose. I would end it with some sort of conclusion about the professional tweaker and the tweaks that he made. And then I also wouldn't do this shout out thing because really what you want them to do is you want them to watch another video. So you really want to extend the watch time session and advertise a video that follows up this one. Decent video, I'd say 7 out of 10. Don't pull Molani before watching this.
Natlan is around the corner. And now you might wonder if you should pick Molani or not. Or should you rather save for Kinich? I will share with you what exactly she brings to the table.
I would imagine that people are going to have a tough time understanding the accent, so putting the subtitles in the center, especially for the intro, is going to help a lot. And really keeping it short, no more than 10 seconds, and get into the video straight away.
Listen, this is for you. It all starts with her 2 archetypes. There is, of course, traditional vape, featuring an anemo part.
The music is slightly distracting of the voiceover. I think that I would be able to understand his accent a little bit more clearly if there wasn't like music that was just like blasting on the other side of it. I think you can mix the volume in this way. I don't think it requires like a different voice or any of these things. It's mostly with the mix of the volume or even the recording of the audio. I don't exactly know what the issue is in that regard, but there's things that you could tweak. What I do know is that the voice seems to be conflicting with the music and it makes it hard to just like really focus. I would give him like a 5.5. I think the best one was the worst SMG in Fortnite history. So if you want to submit your video, click the link in the Discord. And if you enjoyed that video, watch this one next.